Hotep, Hotep, Hotep family. Today I want to talk to you about the Native Americans and what they're going through and at Pine Ridge Reservation, I believe. First of all, to be straightforward, these are not the true Native Americans. They're descendants of the true Native Americans, but through a lot of mixing and misunderstanding and people who have actually, in the 1900s, they could be considered Native American if they get a document. So that's why you have many Native Americans who look as if they are European, because they have gotten these documents from the government. They could benefit and be Native Americans if they sign off documents. Now, with that being said, yes, that is wrong. How they did the Native Americans at Pine Ridge Reservation. And although these are not true-blooded Native Americans, they still should be helped, regardless, because at the end of the day, they're still people. They're still people. But I just wanted to get that off my chest. They're not true. Some of them could be descendants of a real Native, but most of them, all of them ain't real Native Americans. However, they still need to be helped. We as a people need to come together as a community and help these people at Pine Ridge Reservation. It's in North Dakota. The natives have been destroyed. Nobody on this earth has been destroyed as the Native Americans on their own land. They have been put in shackles and beaten and destroyed, raped and murdered. I, being African American, and my ancestors going through slavery, even I will admit the Native Americans had it really, really bad. Probably the worst. We have to help these people. We need warriors on this earth. We need spiritual warriors. We need spiritual laborers. Those who's going to work for this path of perfection. Those who's going to teach for this path of perfection. Those who's going to fight for this path of perfection. Because at the end of the day, who's going to save us? The government is not going to save us. They're taking away all our rights. The American government is not going to save us. And I'm going to tell you who your enemy is. Those who side with America will be your enemy. Those, in the end, those who accept martial law, those will be your enemy. Swallow your pride. Go forward. Look for truth. Look to your left. Look to your right. Know what that man stands for, why he stands for it. Look within you. Know why you stand for what you stand for. Look above you. See why God stands for what he stands for. Look beneath you. See why the devil stands for what he stands for. Look behind you and see what you used to stand for. And look in front of you and know what you will stand for. Kol Asher Hava is coming to you with knowledge, esoteric wisdom. Listen to me, brothers and sisters. Listen to me. What do you truly stand for? You cannot tell me this is a nation of peace and freedom. You are brainwashed. What do you truly stand for? Do you truly stand for happiness and the rights of other people? Do you truly stand? Bless you. Shouts out to Dark Lord Anu. We do have to stop saying bless you. In a sense, in a manner. To say bless you is to be less. You saying be less you. What we need to say is peace, prosperity, wisdom, compassion. Give that person that positive energy. So freedom, love. When they sneeze, when they cough, when they're down, walk up to them, put your hand on their back. Say peace or rise, grow, evolve. It is time for a whole new era of learning, a whole new era of society, a whole new generation of people. It is our time to rise. The God bodies, the Devas and the Devis, the gods and the goddesses, the kings and the queens, my brothers and my sisters. No one is going to defend this world like you. No one is going to do their job better than you. No one is going to do your job better than you. Understand what I'm saying. Understand where I'm coming from. If we don't do this now and take a stand and help these people, the problem will be at your front door. The problem will come to you, and it will be bigger than you can handle. We don't need God bodies to rise. The time to rise is right now. We don't need superpowers to do what must be done. The time is now. The energy is in the moment. Realize where you are. Realize who you are. The energy is right here, right now, at the moment. Can an ant overcome an elephant? Nay. But 1,000,000 of his brothers and sisters can. 1,000,000 of his brothers and sisters can. This is how we must unite to overcome the government. This is how we must come together. This is how we will defeat this evil, wicked society. It is within the Constitution of the United States of America. You can overthrow your government if they are tyrannical. If they are being oppressive, you can overthrow your government. Slavery hasn't ended. Slavery has not ended. It evolved. It transformed. It transmuted. It mutated. Slavery hasn't ended, brothers and sisters. And now we are in a more violent, evil form of slavery. See, in the past, when you were a slave, at least you knew you were a slave. But now, a lot of people wouldn't even believe they were slaves. They wouldn't believe it. They wouldn't even phantom the thought that they could be a slave. At least back then, you know you were a slave and you can escape the system. But now you can't escape. It's not so easy. You got bills to pay. You got children to feed. It's not so easy to escape this form of slavery. Shouts out to all the good cops out there who's doing their job. Shouts out to all the good men and women who are being well-behaved citizens. Shouts out to all the black people out there who are not standing for the system of oppression. And shouts out to the white people who are uplifting my people. Shouts out to the Asians who have come to America to feed their family. Shouts out to the Hispanics who've come to America to feed their family. Shouts out to the people who stand against Donald Trump and oppression and racism. Shouts out to the Indians who've come to America to spread their culture and knowledge. Shouts out to my wife, my bae, who've given me a culture and an understanding and a new way of learning. Shouts out to Pharaoh Allah, who's doing his thing to help the black community. Shouts out to the 13th son, who's doing his best to help his people and our people. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to succeed overnight. This is going to require union. Black people have to get you. We black people, before you unite with any other race, you must get yourself together first. Understand this, foreigners. Before black people assimilate with any other race, they must at first get themselves together. Black people need a leader. We need to destroy this gangster culture. White people, before you unite with any other race, get yourself together. Destroy the racism and oppression within your community. Weed out that evil. Weed it out. Hispanics, before you assimilate with any other culture, destroy the stereotypes within your community. Destroy those who support the stereotypes within your community. Same thing with the Asians. Same thing with the Muslims. Same thing with the Hindus. Same thing with the Native Americans. We must come together on a spiritual level. We must come together from within. Get ourselves together from within us. Resonate on that high frequency of love, compassion, wisdom, and enlightenment. And I have a video of the 17 levels of consciousness coming at you. So stay tuned for that. This is what we this is what we have to work on in order for us to unite and come together. Before we come together as a collective consciousness, we must get ourselves together first. Kol Asher Hava, KT Addis, peace, and stay blessed, everybody.